They say they came here for a better life, but now these very people are screaming as if America owes them something. No, y'all moved down here due to your country collapsing its corruption. And you are now seeing and knowing deep down inside that the only thing that's actually keeping y'all alive is the system that y'all are claiming to hate so much. With that being said, y'all, we're going to get into Arzario 91 on X. If y'all want to follow this person, let's dive into this first clip. Let's go.
Hold your hand when I say this. We do not move to America because we think it's a better country. We move here because it's a little less worse than our other countries. They have better vibes, music, food, culture, history, literally all of the above. We just move here because we are looking to make more money. Did you know that the minimum wage a day, not an hour, a day in Mexico is not even 15 American dollars?
Let me hold your hand when I say this. I don't give a damn if you make a penny a decade. After everything that you just said, the audacity of you to get on this app and talk down on our country and our people, the very country that you want to mooch off of, and then follow that up with a reason of why you think that we need to have compassion for you. That's not the way it works. It is not the job of our government to fix what your government failed at. And by the way, a little less worse just means better. And you do know that there's a bunch of other countries that you could choose to go to, right? No, but it's always us that you guys want to mooch off of. And then you want to come here and act entitled and have the nerve to talk down on our country and our people. Go somewhere else or go take it up with your country that failed you.
Facts. You get what I'm saying? Because you praise your culture, but you cashing out on ours. Make it make sense. And this is why I support ICE 100%. Do what y'all got to do to get these folks, ungrateful people at that came over here the wrong way, up out of here. See, and that's what they do. Get on camera and talk ish, but they down here. All right, y'all. So we're finna get into this next clip coming straight from Ed Galvatron Paris on X. If y'all want to follow this guy, let's get into it.
Somebody tell Shakira to shut the
An immigrant in the U.S. it means living in constant fear, and it's painful to see. I just hope that they can be treated, and that we all can be treated under principles of equity and freedom.
Girl, what the fuck is an issue with you all just to tell the truth? How dare you say United States of America, you live in fear? Motherfucker, you live in $20-30 million fucking mansion in Miami. Are you shitting me? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, black people don't know you that much. We know you from Hips Don't Lie, and white folks don't know who the fuck you are. So if you living in fear, you living in fear amongst your own people. Mind you guys, who allow her fucking divorce to be all in the public eye years ago. She made the public seem like this, her husband, her ex-husband cheated on her, but she never really said that out in public, but she made people believe that. How dare she make herself seem like she in Ya's shoes? This woman has made millions in this country. This is the problem I have with all these damn celebrities, man. You can't believe the shit that comes out their mouth. But she's satisfying her audience because she know majority of her audience are immigrants. But here's the kicker part. The majority of immigrants in this country are fucking conservatives. They have conservative values. I'm talking about the ones that comes from the gutter. I ain't talking about them little fucking no ghetto haircut style American fucking Latinos. I'm talking about the real Latinos, the one that comes from the gutter, that know what the fuck is back home. They grateful, happy as a motherfucker that they not living at home anymore.
And those are straight facts. When they late start talking and taking up for the illegals, y'all, out of their mansion homes, that's not empathy. That's straight propaganda. Okay? Millionaires playing victim. And it's so crazy when they come out talking to us like, yo, where you come from? Like, seriously. If I were you, I'd shut up. Lead is for the actual people who actually doing their research and stuff like that. Like, seriously. All right, with that being said, y'all, we get into the next clip of the day, Wall Street Apes. That's at Wall Street Apes. If y'all want to follow this person on X, let's dive into the clip. Because I just want y'all to remember Ty, the ex Antifa member that I played, did a reaction to earlier throughout this week, or I think last week. Go take a look at that. But he gives you the details of Antifa, how they're paid, how they structured to go out there, everything, how they geeked up on all types of different drugs and stuff. So that's why they can't really answer questions, or they be screaming and yelling, because he gave us the inside. So we're finna dive into this clip, and And she's an actual teacher that is giving us the rundown. Let's get into it.
Carolyn Boroshenko is an independent journalist and host of Decode the Left. So, Caroline, you've been out there and checking out some of these...
My bad. Yeah, journalist. Let's get into it.
Antifa tents. What have you seen?
Yeah, Jesse, I've been actually undercover with Antifa at multiple events in the past week, and I'm now in Portland, where I've been at the ICE facility, where you're right, they do have a ton of mutual aid supplies at the tents. But what's more interesting to me is actually the graffiti that I've seen around the ICE facility, where there are multiple calls to kill cops, kill ICE, that are posted on public property all around the blocks in the vicinity.
All right, so they've been under a little bit more pressure over the last couple weeks. There's been a lot of heat on them, the media heat. Also, there's just been more manpower out there. How have Antifa adopted?
I mean, I would say from my perspective, and again, I've been out in Portland for several days now, I actually have not seen a lot of additional manpower here. And so for Antifa here, it seems to be pretty much business as normal. They're still being disruptive and blocking the roads. They're actually holding a giant disco dance party outside the ICE facility tonight. So I'm sure that's going to lead to some chaos.
All right, so they don't work. They just what? Dance and light fires all night?
Well, I think some of them do actually have jobs. I mean, these are teachers. Some of them are lawyers. Some of them, they're Starbucks baristas. They're Amazon employees. So I don't necessarily agree with the notion that they don't work. And that's actually part of how they fund all the supplies in those tents is through something called mutual aid, where they take their salaries and they're donating to those supplies. But certainly there are some that are kind of out there 24/7.
All right, so some do, some don't. But you're saying there's teachers that go and teach elementary school, and then at night they throw Molotov cocktails at a building?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I was just undercover at a couple anarchist book fairs over the weekend in both San Francisco and Seattle. And there were absolutely teachers in the crowd there. And I picked up multiple stickers and posters with Molotov cocktails, call to kill ICE, and calls to kill the police.
Wow. All right. Well, the police
Crazy.
Seem to be on their side. We've seen lots of video where it looks like they've given these people shelter, acted as human shields. Have you noticed that?
I've definitely noticed the police taking what I would consider to be a rather lax approach to Antifa, especially in Portland. Now, this might not be directly their fault. I think they might be getting orders from above about what they can and cannot do. So, but I haven't seen arrests. I haven't seen any sort of use of force against these people that are out there causing problems every single day.
Yeah, it's the politicians. They tell the police chief not to be too tough on these people. And now you're seeing the results. Well, great reporting. Keep up the great work, Caroline. Thank you so much and stay safe.
Now, when teachers turn terrorists, y'all, these are the very people that are shaping our kids' mind by day and attacking law enforcement by night. Not to mention just to bring Ty's testimony and things like that. Remember how you were saying there was wannabes and then you have people who actually really do this and how it's being funded by billionaires and donors and everything like that. Y'all got to keep all this in mind, okay? These are paid people. Crazy part is more and more teachers. It's scary, man. It's just like, yo, these very people, Amazon workers and things like that, maybe a co-worker, you don't even know it. Workers by day and Antifa members by night. This is the reason why I respect ICE and what they're doing. And if they need to get aggressive, go ahead, because these folks don't care. Now, we got Elon Musk that joined Joe Rogan, y'all, and he pretty much is breaking it down why the government shutdown is going on, why the Democrats are voting no. And he makes a good point. Check it out.
The reason you have the standoff is because if the hundreds of billions of dollars to create a financial incentive to have this giant magnet to attract illegals from every part of Earth to these states, if that is turned off, the illegals will leave because they're no longer being paid to come to the United States and stay here.
Wow.
And then they will lose a lot of voters. The Democratic Party will lose a lot of voters.
And they would have a very difficult job if this is kicked out of reintroducing it into a new bill.
Yes.
Especially once things start normalizing.
Yes. So, in a nutshell, the Democratic Party wants to destroy democracy by importing voters. And the the Republican Party disagrees with
And
that.
the ruse is that if you don't accept what they're doing, then you're a threat to democracy,
Yes.
as they try to destroy democracy
Yes.
by importing voters
That is
and
literally what they're
incentivizing
doing.
people
Crazy.
to only vote for them and overwhelming the system.
Yes. And by the way, it's a strategy that, if allowed to work, would work. And in fact, has worked. California is supermajority Democrat.
Yeah.
And there's so much gerrymandering that occurs. It's crazy.
So there you have it. Not for the American people, y'all. Once again, Democrats ain't for y'all. They for illegals. That's why Biden and Kamala let the border stay open the last few days that they was in office. And it was for that very reason. That's why you had paid illegals and things like that on the tour bus that Kamala was going around with her little 100 and whatever days campaign she had doing, paid. And it makes a lot of sense. If all that gets cut off, what are they really here for? They're not getting paid our benefits or anything like that no more. This is why they're trying to initiate the very stuff that Elon and Doge and all you Trump administration took out. They trying to initiate that back in the bill for this reason and many others, but not for the American people. Again, not for y'all, not even the ones who voted Democrat. Not y'all, illegals. Let's keep this thing going because I can't make any of this up, man. All right, let's dive into the next clip because you got people saying that ICE are now covering their faces because they're embarrassed, this, that, and the other, and all of this. When the whole time they're being doxxed, people are finding out where they're at, are giving their addresses out, their family members' names, etc. These officers are being under attack on the daily, and the very mayors of the states and all this other type of stuff are contributing to these actual ICE officers or people on the police force who are actually served and swore in to protect the citizens' lives are giving them a hard time. With that being said, y'all, coming straight from Wall Street Apes on X. If y'all want to follow this guy, 20 flyers found in Portland showing ICE officers' faces, names, and their home addresses. Let's dive into the clip.
Are about 15 to 20 flyers that me and my team recovered from Portland. And I can't show you the front of this because it has ICE agents' name, face, pictures, and address of where they live. And then on the bottom, it says, no peace for ICE, chinga la migra. This is why the federal troops are coming in. This is why the National Guard is coming in. This is what they won't tell you on the media. ICE agents are being doxxed left and right in Portland. Their families are being threatened. Has their address right on here. Like I said, we can't show you this, but ladies and gentlemen, this is appalling. And this here are about 15 to 20 flyers that me and my team.
Imagine you trying to sit here and protect the country just for activists to go out there and publish your address, your names, and all of the above. That is not activism, y'all. That is terrorism. Protect the protectors. Let's keep this thing going. Meanwhile, on David J. Harris Jr., that's David Harris Jr., y'all on X, if y'all want to follow this guy. Scott Jennings had to get into Geraldo Rivera's tail because he claims that ICE wear masks because they're embarrassed. Like, where you been at? Let's get into the clip.
Nobody wears masks, only ICE. Only ICE. And why is it? Because they are embarrassed by the job they have been tasked to do. And it's absolutely horrifying. Masks should be banned in law enforcement. What kind of world can we have where cops come into your door and they're masked?
Scott? Counterpoint, the reason they're wearing masks, which, by the way, their director, Todd Lyons, he doesn't want them to have to wear masks. He's against the masks. The reason they're wearing them is because you have a dedicated group of people out there, and some of them, unfortunately, are Democrat political officials who are doxing them and their families and putting them in harm's way. They face 1,000% increase in violent attacks this year. These people are in harm's way every day, and they are protecting themselves and their families.
Why nobody wears masks? Only.
So that's crazy because they're not embarrassed. They are under attack. Only someone with media privilege will get fear mixed up with shame. Like, come on. These folks had to cover their face. We seeing it every day. The videos are not lying. These clips that are going viral are these folks throwing stuff and spitting and hitting and just everything. Like, come on, be serious. Where you been at? It ain't here. Y'all, let's keep this thing going because I ain't finna keep y'all here all day. Meanwhile, coming just from my girl Just Jen on RX. Make sure y'all follow her, Just Jen RX on X. A good friend of mine, y'all. Let's go ahead and dive into the clip. This is how bad the Dems are hateful. Anti-ICE Trump has become. This old lady literally believes this. Let's dive into this next clip.
To wake the fuck up. If you don't know by fucking now, did you know ICE has warheads? Did you know this? Did you know ICE has fucking warheads? And you know the only place that ICE can use these is on American soil. Did you fucking know that? Did you fucking know that? So that means that sorry ass motherfucker in the Oval Office plans to use these goddamn warheads on American soil, on American citizens. Y'all need to wake the fuck up to this. Now, goddamn it, I've had it. If you all don't see what the fucking problem is this, you are the goddamn fucking disease of this fucking country. And may God have fucking mercy on your soul when all this shit show is over. Say what the fuck I said.
Ooh.
The fuck? You can't do this. Warheads? ICE has warheads now?
Oh my God. It is.
Democrats.
Really? Oh my God, y'all, funny. If y'all want to follow I_am_the_real_T ... Y'all can follow him on TikTok. This is what decades of Democrats propaganda looks like, y'all. A generation so brainwashed they think ICE agents are gonna nuke America. Let's keep this thing going. Oh man, these folks is crazy. They need to open back up the mental institution places for all these folks to check in, because I'm telling you, they are wild. With that being said, y'all, brings me to the next clip. Charlie's voice rising on X. That's CharlieK_news. If you want to follow this account, breaking the Supreme Court judges gave President Trump the green light to deport illegals even faster. Let's go.
Now we have a Fox News alert. The Supreme Court just cleared the way for Trump to deport illegals even faster. The High Court ruled that Trump can use the Alien Enemies Act to send Venezuelan gangbangers to a mega prison in El Salvador. This is a huge ruling in Trump's favor and a major win for the country. After, as you know, D.C. Judge James Boasberg ordered a stop to the deportations. So this is pretty significant. These deportations, Caroline, can keep going.
This is a massive legal victory, Jesse, a massive victory for law and order and for our constitutional republic and the sovereignty of the United States of America. We called on the Supreme Court to rein in these activist judges like Judge Boasberg, who was completely out of line in trying to say that the president didn't have the executive authority to deport foreign terrorists off of our soil. We have always maintained the position at the White House that the president was well within his constitutional authority to do so. And this decision proves that President Trump and our administration have always been right from the beginning. He will continue to utilize the Alien Enemies Act to remove foreign terrorists and Tren de Aragua members, vicious gang members from American communities. And because of this ruling, the United States of America is a much safer place. Our team will get to work tomorrow to deport these heinous, violent foreign terrorists from our neighborhoods.
And you had another couple critical wins in the court with regard to Doge. Tell us about those. That seems to be making progress.
Yes, absolutely. There have been many wins that the mainstream media has failed to cover, particularly over the weekend. The Supreme Court also ruled that the president does, in fact, have the authority over federal funding, that he can dictate what funds can go out the door and what can't, so long as they are part of the executive branch. So we have always, again, maintained that every executive order the president has signed, every executive action that he has taken has been well within his executive authority. And Doge is doing a tremendous job at at cutting back at the waste and the fraud and the abuse that have been ripping off American taxpayers, that have not been aligned with our interests here in our country. So we're going to continue the president's agenda. Again, he's well within his constitutional authority, and it's great to see the Supreme Court reining in these activist judges who are wearing robes but are acting as judicial activists, not as real judges and real arbiters of the law.
All right. Lawyer's wrong. I can't believe a lawyer would ever be wrong. It just amazes me. They think they're always right. I guess not this time. Sorry, Boasberg. We love you, but we're sorry. Caroline, thank you.
All right, y'all. So when Daddy Trump says law and order, he means law and order. And the Supreme Court made it official. And they've been doing a great job, fast job of getting these folks up out of here. And shout out to Doji and Elon Musk for getting in the ball rolling when they first got in and caught on to all of this stuff. And now a lot of things are still being exposed to where our tax dollars have been actually going everywhere but to us. Let's keep this thing going, y'all. I'm not finna keep y'all here all day. Which brings us to the next clip. And if you're not following him on X, y'all need to make sure y'all following Ace. When I tell y'all this guy is funny and no filter, I'm just gonna let you know right now, this man is no filter on what he says, but you will get a good laugh, and he spits nothing but true facts. Coming straight from KT, that's with 2 E's _K1 on X. Let's dive into this clip, y'all. Let's go.
It goes to show you how ass backwards the fucking Democrats are. Y'all are the most contradictory people in the motherfucking world. Every single time y'all fucking come with this new shit where y'all protesting shit, I can show you proof of what the fuck you said earlier.
And we have
not this liar.
I just want to lay out for all of you and on what the DC bill does. It reduces maximum penalties for offenses like murders and other homicides, armed home invasion burglaries, armed carjackings, as I mentioned, armed robberies, unlawful gun possession, and some sexual assault offenses.
How the fuck you get on national TV and tell the criminals it's cool? You can SA somebody, that's cool. You can fucking go rob a bank, that's cool. You'll be back out in no time. Just try your best to be the best criminal you could possibly be. And that is cool with y'all. You seen this in real fucking time what these ladies just said. And you will vote for that. You are retarded.
Point blank period, y'all. Ace _smart, smart with a Z on Instagram if y'all want to follow him. They lower the penalties for criminals, but they raise our taxes. They don't protect you, but they protect chaos. How in the hell are y'all soft on crime, but hard on citizens? Can't make this ish up. Somebody wake us up from this nightmare, please. Okay, it just don't make sense. I don't understand it. I can't understand it. Which brings me to the last clip, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. I want to know y'all thoughts in the comment section. If you watched this from beginning to the end, I'm trying to see where my day ones are at. Put a heart in the comment section for your girl. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share. Let's get this video out. Look, y'all, today is the last day in Georgia to vote early, but when November 4th come, remember from day one when Trump stepped in office and started signing executive orders, from there up until now, from Charlie Kirk to all the stuff you have seen take place up until this, and they think they slick. Of course, they want to try to shut down the government and things like that to gain more votes and blame it on Trump and say it's Trump so they can get out here and get votes and things like that. But just remember what Trump is about to do, okay? Y'all remember what Trump is about to do. And when it falls through, which we know it is, because anytime Trump say he's going to do something, he going to do it. Remember who took the food out your refrigerators and who put it back in. When you go out and you vote November 4th, remember every single thing that has taken place. Remember how many wars Trump done stopped. No, I'm here to, no, yeah, y'all got to know. Y'all got to know. Okay? Don't let this foolery get in your head. You've been brainwashed enough. You see what they doing to you. You're playing in your face. Stop letting these folks play in your face. This ain't the party that it once used to be. I'm telling you that. You got to decide evil or good. You got a choice. I'm going to say it again. Heaven or hell. You got a choice. Because I'm telling you, if you rock it with them, the blood is not only on their hands, it's on yours too. Keep that in mind. Don't go down there voting in your feelings. Go down there voting on facts and what you know. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the last clip. Y'all make sure y'all have a safe night. If you going out and you trick-or-treating and y'all having any type of Trump gear and stuff on, I saw a video that's circulating stating that people are literally wanting to put stuff in your children's candy and stuff to harm candy due to your parents and adults and how they vote and things like that. So be very, very careful. Be very, very cautious. Keep your head on the swizzle. I will see y'all again in the next one. Let's get into the last clip. Coming straight from I'm Meme O on X.
Don't get it twisted. They ain't fighting for healthcare for you. They fighting for healthcare paid by you for illegals. Okay? They fighting for their funds back, not for you, but to give the other countries. Don't get any of that shit twisted.